One of the best matchups in District 8-3A is always Burnet Liberty Hill. As usual, there are district championship implications with this one. Here's head coach Kurt Jones.
We hope it's a standing room only crowd again. I know they'll have a little more room over there at their new place, but you know, it's really some most memorable games I've coached in here in Burnet. We're over at Liberty Hill's old place, and sometimes, you know, I can remember back probably in 2002 or 2003, we showed up over there for a 7:30 game. At about 5 o'clock, we showed up, and the stadium was already full, you know, and people beginning to put lawn chairs around the track. So the two communities get excited about the game, and so do our kids and coaching staffs, and it always seems to hold, you know, tremendous importance, you know, maybe district championship implications attached to that game. So it'll be a fun game. It will.
Any more rah-rah speeches left to give these boys, or are they pretty fired up to go and face the Panthers?
Well, you know, I always think the great players can get themselves ready to go and don't really necessarily need that rah-rah speech. But, you know, all of our adrenaline will be flowing a little bit on Friday night. So you just got to be careful and understand that it's first of all, it's a game that doesn't start till 7:30, and you can't play that game before then. And then once it does get started, it's a long game, and you can't get too high or too low at any point in the game. You just got to be resilient as it goes on.
It seems like both teams are so evenly matched.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure it's going to be a great ball game. I'd love to think that we're comfortable and feel good in the fourth quarter, you know, up at 2 or 3 scores, but you can't just go in there banking on that. You got to be ready to play a full ball game and overtime if you need to. Two, you know, different styles of offense, two hard-nosed defenses, and a lot of talented kids on the field, and it ought to be a big-time exciting ball game.
Okay. I didn't ask you about their defense. What do they like to do defensively?
Defensively, they're very, very talented. They've got a couple of good defensive tackles that are physical, and some big, tall, good-looking defensive ends that I would imagine against us in a spread offense, they'll kind of stand them up. Although they are a 4-man front, they'll probably stand those defensive ends up and get a little better pass rush with them. Their secondary, their corners are athletic, and they'll do a good job of you know, breaking on the ball and making it tough on our receivers to get open. And then I know their linebackers, they got a couple of tough linebackers in there. One that's been a defensive end for them the past few years that they've moved to inside backer, and he's doing a good job in his senior year for them. So they'll be tough. They're well coached, and they're athletic, and they move around, and you don't see any loaf steps on them when you're watching film. They all hustle to the football.
Well, that makes it a very good combination then. I want to switch gears a little bit. I don't even know if you guys are even thinking this way, talking this way. Anybody commit to a program to play anywhere yet? Any of your players? I know you have some. I know players are exploring their options.
Yeah, not yet. We've got a few kids that are being recruited and having a chance to go watch some. Invited to come down and watch some football games at some different universities, and so that's always, you know, special, and it's you know, it's a product of your team success. You end up having those individuals that have those opportunities, and we'll see as the year goes on and finishes out. I would expect that a few of ours will get offered some opportunities to go continue to play football.
Will the district championship be decided Friday night?
Very, you know, likely will go a long ways to determining the district championship. But there's still going to be games to be played, and it won't be totally decided until that last one is played. So all you can really focus on is this step that's in front of you. But, yeah, we've told our kids it's a big one, and it'll go a long ways in determining the district championship.
Kurt Jones. This year's Burnet Liberty Hill game has all the makings of a classic, and that's because the athletes play so well, which makes the fan favorite. The same can be said of senior receiver and defensive back Blaine Perisher.
Since I was little, I just loved the game, and as I've gotten older, my parents have told me after high school, for some kids, dream goes on, for some it doesn't. So every chance you get, you just got to take advantage of it and get as much out of it as you can, because you only got these 4 years, and then after that, who knows.
Describe your relationship with quarterback Derek Kaiser.
Me and Derek we've been together since we were middle school. We used to compete against each other at quarterback, and it was funny when we were younger. When the other one was the quarterback, the other one was its favorite receiver. So, I mean, about halfway through freshman year, we realized it's just a better fit, him at quarterback and me at receiver, and just kind of kept it rolling from there.
You guys had a statement game against Gatesville last week. Is there such a thing against Liberty Hill this week?
I think so. I'm fully confident in our team, and we're preparing all week, and Liberty Hill has a good football team, but so do we, so it'll be a fun game, and hopefully we can put up some big numbers.
What does it feel like to play in that game?
It's crazy. Emotions are going. Every little thing turns into a big thing in those types of games. No tackle's too small, no catch is too small. It's just you got to execute your assignments. Every little thing matters.
What are you going to do after high school?
After high school, I plan on attending some college, I don't know where yet, and playing football, and then probably going to get a degree in either coaching or three-phase power.
Do you ever see yourself coming back to Burnet High School and coaching?
If I'm lucky to get the chance, then yes, but I've always wanted to just kind of get out of the hill country and see what else is out there.